Hey, namaste. Welcome to a day in the life of a yoga therapist. My name is Beth Novian Hughes, and I'm going to guide you through this process of understanding what a day in my life is like. So I try to practice what I preach. Every morning, I wake up and I move my joints a little bit, sometimes even before I get out of bed. I sit in a chair and I meditate. I go to the gym and I lift weights. I do a little bit of cardio. Some of my yoga happens as I'm leading groups through the day. Some of it doesn't. Some of it is done by me, by myself. And usually, a couple nights a week, I practice a martial art as well. So, on the surface, it doesn't seem like what I do on a daily basis is really all that different from a yoga teacher, but it is. When I was a yoga teacher, I just showed up and taught whoever was in the room. As a yoga therapist, the people that show up are people that I know, they're clients. Sometimes I've taken intake information on them and I even had intake interviews, very similar to what you get at a doctor's office, to understand their bodies and what their restrictions are in their bodies. Some of the relationships that I have started as a yoga teacher and now are more therapeutic. And I still have some that are more teaching relationships rather than therapeutic relationships. But the people that come to me to feel better are willing to fill out the form, spend the time, and do the work themselves. And that's where the difference is between yoga therapy and a yoga class. In a yoga class, we come together, there's a theme, we do whatever. The theme is for the day. With therapeutics, the theme is whatever is the thing that draws the group together. Maybe it's Parkinson's disease, maybe it's memory care, maybe it's arthritis. It can be any number of things. Those happen to be the things that I specialize in. So when I work with a group, often there's not homework involved. They are coming together and forming community around whatever their decided issue is. But when I work with people one on one via Skype or in a house call kind of relationship, often I'm not simply conducting a class or leading them. Often we are working together to design a program that then they can do on their own at home between the times that we meet. The main thrust of our time together is to get that homework designed and then to review it in subsequent sessions to make sure that things are going well and make whatever adjustments need to be made as they improve. So you wouldn't get that in a yoga class. Your teacher can't do that for 100 people. Now, that's not to say that a really good yoga instructor, yoga teacher, or maybe one that has had training in other areas like physical therapy couldn't give people in a class of 100 something like that, but it's not a requirement of them. Whereas with yoga therapy, it's kind of the crux of what we do. We have 1,000 hours of training as compared to 200 hours of training that yoga teachers have. So naturally, there's going to be a difference in the depth of what we can provide. The definition of yoga therapy, as defined by the International Association of Yoga Therapists, is the process of empowering individuals to progress towards improved health and well being through the applications of the teachings and practices of yoga. Now, that's an awful lot, but it's necessary. We have to have standards for education, for certifying schools, for certifying yoga therapists in order to become a licensed and accepted field in healthcare. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe below. There'll be more meditations and other things coming in the future. Thank you.